Oh, hi there, and welcome back to the final part of this walkthrough. It is time to take on the champion of Unova. Ride the elevator down after defeating all 4 Elite Four members, and ascend the staircase, where we will go to the room where the champion resides. Who is the champion, you ask? Well, it actually isn't Alder this time. But you know who this person is. It is none other than Iris. Very, very cool champion room. Well, Iris, you are the last trainer in my way. It is time to battle. Brace yourselves, we're in for one tough battle. Champion of Unova, Iris, starts off with Hydreigon. She's not fooling around. She starts off right away with one tough Pokemon. Hydreigon is level 57, Dark Dragon type Pokemon. It has the Levitate ability, and its moveset is Flamethrower, Charge Beam, Dragon Pulse, and Surf. Very, very versatile moveset. Hydreigon is very strong. However, it does have quite a few weaknesses. It has the normal Dragon Ice type weakness, and it's also weak to Fighting type moves, and I think Bug type moves. So it does have its weaknesses, but man, does it pack a punch. Be prepared to hit this thing hard. Now, if you remember Iris from Black and White, where she was a gym leader, she was in a dragon type gym. So naturally, she has a few dragon types on her. So ice type Pokemon are going to do you a lot of good in this battle, or ice type moves in general. I highly recommend you have something ice type, because it'll help you a lot out. Let's see, Lapras is next on her roster for me. I am going to go... let's go with Whimsicott. Lapras is level 57, Water Ice type of Pokemon. It has the Water Absorb ability, so don't use Water types against it. Its moveset is Surf, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and Sing. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm hoping it'll work. Lapras definitely can counter your Grass-type Pokemon with Ice-type moves. However, it's just... Ow! I was not expecting that to one-hit KO. Okay, I'm bad at this game. Ew. This is not a good position to be in. Not only does it have a very versatile moveset, she also has Sing to just make things even more irritating. It's like just adding insult to injury. It's like, why are you making my life miserable with Sing? So, Lapras is definitely not an easy Pokemon to use. I actually recommend Fighting types. I think that's the best Pokemon you could use against Lapras. Unfortunately, or not, did I say Fighting types? I meant Electric types. Unfortunately, I don't have any Electric types, so I don't even have an Electric type move. I am not prepared at all for this thing. In fact, I'm not really prepared for Iris in general. I'm kind of worried about this battle. This is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough. Ew, don't sing me. I don't want to be sung to. That's irritating. That's really irritating. As for this battle in general, by the way, is this not the most epic stage to fight on, or what? I mean, look at that. The background is just so sparkly and colorful. It's It's really cool. They did a good job with this final battle. I can't say, I don't know how I feel about Iris being the champion. Like, I thought Black and White did it pretty well because it's like, well, Alder was the champion, but then it tied the storyline into the final battle, and then N became champion. I thought that was really cool. This is more generic, and it's like, well, there's that trainer I knew throughout the game, and they're the champion. What a surprise. Okay, she is sending out her main Pokemon. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Haxorus, level 59 Dragon-type Pokemon with the Mold Breaker ability. Its moveset is Earthquake, X-Scissor, Dual Chop, and Dragon Dance. Very physically oriented, and it has Dragon Dance. This thing will just destroy your team. It will wreck your team very, very quickly if you let it set up. Be very, very careful against this thing. It will sweep your team. It's also holding a Focus Sash. I don't know if that means anything to you, but it's worth pointing out. It is a pure Dragon type, which means it's only weak to Steel, or not Steel, Ice and Dragon type moves. And since it has Dragon type moves of its own, it's strong. I'm actually kind of glad it used Dual Chop, and I hope it keeps using Dual Chop. Oh, this is playing right into my hand because of the Rocky Helmet. This thing's gonna kill itself. This is perfect. This couldn't have gone better. The AI is so bad. It's like, oh, you have a Rocky Helmet? Guess I'm gonna use Dual Chop again. Skarmory's just gonna tank. You know, I've used Skarmory on so many in-game teams over so many playthroughs of Pokemon because I just love the Pokemon to death. Such a cool Pokemon. And I've had playthroughs where I just felt like Skarmory did nothing for me. I felt like it wasn't that useful, and it just wasn't a helpful Pokemon to have on some in-game teams, but in this particular playthrough, having a Skarmory, I really enjoyed having Skarmory. I thought it was a very good Pokemon this time around. Like, I don't know, because Skarmory isn't really meant to be a Pokemon that just sweeps through the game, because it's a bulky Pokemon. It's a defensive Pokemon. It's good competitively, but it's not necessarily good on in-game teams. And I would recommend Skarmory and Black and White 2 on an in-game team. It's just really good. I thought it was a really strong Pokemon in Black and White 2. Anyways, I lucked out because Iris was stupid. Next up on the roster is Hydreigon. And I'm not sure what I want to use against it, so I think I'm going to fight fire with fire. Hydreigon is level 57. It's a Dragon-type Pokemon with the Sheer Force ability. Its moveset, very versatile like the rest of the Elite Four. Rock Slide, Flamethrower, Dragon Tail, and Focus Blast. I should outspeed it, which is why I took the gamble with this. It's also holding a Life Orb. Ah, darn it, I didn't get the KO. Ooh, I avoided the attack! How convenient! Okay. I was really worried because the start of this battle didn't go well at all for me, but now it's turning in my favor. Archeops is next. It is level 57 Rock Flying type. I don't know what I want to use against it. I think I'm going to go Skarmory. Its moveset is Acrobatics, Rock Slide, Dragon Claw, Endeavor. It has no hold item, so Acrobatics is going to be hitting full blast. Its ability is also Defeatist. I think I forgot to mention that. And I also didn't mention this, but like the rest of the Elite Four, Iris is packing full restores. So just keep that in mind if you get her Pokemon low. Whoa! Wow, I was not expecting a one-hit KO. Okay. This battle's over pretty much. Last Pokemon on the roster is Aggron, level 57. Still rock type with the Rock Head ability. Its moveset is Earthquake, Double Edge, Rock Slide, and Autotomize. I can't say that word. I'm so bad at names. Steel Rock type is a very unfortunate typing. It has a lot of weaknesses. Well, a lot of apparent weaknesses to like ground and water type moves. So it hits very hard, but if you have something to counter it, it's pretty easy to take out. And that's Iris for you. I actually thought I was going to have a lot more trouble with that battle than I did. She's hard. She's a good champion. The Elite Four in general, even though not all, like, they only use 4 Pokemon apiece and stuff, they're pretty good. I didn't go over if you're on hard mode, I didn't go over that with the Elite Four, but if you are playing on hard mode, they'll have 5 Pokemon instead of 4. Anyways, that's it. That is all she wrote. With that said, it is time to enter the Hall of Fame. And that concludes our Unovan adventures. We can climb the steps. Iris is going to be very pushy and shove us up the steps, and that will lead us to the Hall of Fame, where we can leave our record upon history and record our name as champion of Unova. One last thing, it's worth noting that when you beat the game, if you're playing Black 2, you're going to unlock Challenge Mode, and if you're playing White 2, you're going to unlock Easy Mode, which will make the game either harder or easier. Why they unlock this after you beat the game is kind of beyond me, because I would have liked to have Challenge Mode from the beginning. I know what I'm doing in Pokemon, but anyways, that's that. The end. Well guys, that wraps up yet another walkthrough. Of course, there's still plenty more adventures you can have in Unova if you choose to do so. There's plenty you can do and explore in the after game, but I don't normally cover after games in my walkthroughs, and this game's going to be no exception. I am instead going to be moving on to my next project, and it's one that you guys have been waiting a very long time for. It's a walkthrough I've been waiting ages to do, and it's a game that is very near and dear to my heart. It's my favorite video game of all time, Chrono Trigger. I will be starting that up in the next week or two. Thank you, everyone, for watching my Pokemon Black and White 2 walkthrough. Thank you, and good night.